Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about I Met You, which is a K-pop group that has actually yet to debut. First off, little disclaimer, this video is only for entertainment purposes. All of my sources are linked in the description. And please don't send hate to anyone that I talk about in this video or to me, because that's not fun for anyone. Okay, background. I Met You is a re-debut K-pop group that was formed from the Time Turner TikTok survival show. The group is already pretty controversial, even though they have not officially debuted yet. All eyes are on I Met You as they gear up for debut. Will their controversies make them doomed to fail, or can they turn negative press into a successful group? We're going to talk about it. So the members of I Met You are Kelly, Leah, Yerin, and Cleo. There was also going to be a fifth member, Lee Yu-ting, and she came in third on the Time Turner show. She's a Chinese singer under SW Entertainment. She's currently in the group UDTT under the name Jessica, and she actually left I Met You before they even began any social media promotion or anything. So we'll get into the actual members of I Met You. Kelly Kim is a Korean influencer, DJ, actress, and trainee. She's managed by the PI Corporation. She made her acting debut in the web drama New Normal Z, and she ended Time Turner ranked first. Next up, we have Leah. She's a Korean-American actress, model, MC, singer, and influencer. She's working under the PI Corporation at the moment, and she is a former member of the K-pop group Viva, which disbanded in 2018. She debuted as a solo artist in 2022 under the name J. Leah. She came in fifth in Time Turner, and she is well known as well as for being an idol in the past, but also two of her siblings are idols. Her brother is Kai in TXT, and her sister is Bia of Kepler. Next up, we have Yerin. She is a Korean singer and rapper working under the PI Corporation. She is a former leader of Hyo under the name Lee Jin. Her solo music is on SoundCloud under the name Cherry Cherry, and she's ranked second place on Time Turner. Finally, we have Cleo, who is an Indonesian dancer and trainee. She's working under the PI Corporation. She's a member of a dance crew. She attended the Hype Hope School of Dance, and she was ranked fourth in Time Turner. So let's get right into why this group is so controversial, because most of it is actually tied to the Time Turner survival show. So the Time Turner survival show was announced on August 28th, 2024, and it was created by the PI Corporation and Make Star. Any woman from any nationality who was 19 and up was eligible. The show began with 18 contestants, 5 spots in the final group. On November 8th, 2024, the survival show premiered on TikTok Live, and this drew attention as it was the first survival show to air on TikTok Live. So the show was based on global fan voting. The goal of the show was to create a group of global entertainers taking place in an area of space-time known as P134, with the contestants going on a journey through time while creating music from the drop of the show's single song, Find Me Now. People had problems with how short it was because the single song is like a minute and a half long. Once the actual show began, people only had more complaints. Some of the complaints from just the first episode include that only 12 of the 18 contestants, 12 of the 18 contestants didn't sing. They just danced. So a lot of people were very confused by this because they're trying to compete to join a musical group and they weren't singing, which many people found odd. Didn't really know who to vote for because they're trying to vote for the people who sing the best, but then most of them aren't singing. The show's video quality was kind of hard to see. It was, TikTok Live, pretty grainy, just like not a good quality. The camera work was pretty bad. People had a lot of complaints. Many fans also thought it was really unprofessional that Time Turner voting was done via Google form. It also seemed like the votes with the most weight were the TikTok Live GIFs, which viewers have to pay to send. One contestant, Dahlia, took to social media and basically told her viewers that she didn't know that you had to pay to really vote and that her fans didn't have to vote for her. Fans specifically heavily criticized Kelly Kim because, as you would guess, a lot of people found it very biased that the voting was done basically by paying. That didn't really feel to a lot of people like it was truly what the fans wanted as much as like what people were willing to pay for. People found it shocking that Kelly Kim was ranked first in most of Time Turner. People believed this was partially due from her fans paying a lot of money, but also partially because she was signed under the PI Corporation, which was the company funding the show. Overall, she got a lot of backlash. People really did not like her performances, stating that she can't sing or dance. So Leah also got a fair amount of hate. People originally, when she was performing, or announced that she would be performing on the show Time Turner, people were very excited that she had the chance to re-debut, as people really loved her in Viva and loved her solo career. A lot of that sentiment shifted, though, after she actually began performing, as people found her singing and dancing lacking since her previous performances. And that is the bulk of the Time Turner issues. The main issues people had with this group was that at least 2 of the 4 current members people considered to be not actually the best trainees and performers that were on that show, and at least in the case of Kelly Kim, people didn't actually believe she could dance or sing at all, and really questioned the bias that must have gone into her getting first place, considering that many of the other, even just members of I Met You, were much more well-liked publicly. So people really did not have high hopes for this group. After the show ended and I Met You began social media activities, they kind of immediately were inundated with really negative comments, mostly directed at Kelly, because she got a lot of social media backlash before the group even started, and she kind of was the main reason people expected the group to fail, basically. So some of these comments are disliked when I saw Kelly, was about to like when I saw Kelly, no, these 2 are literally Kelly, these 2 referring to other members of the group. She can't dance, what are you expecting? Wait, I know Leah and Kelly. Of course she's not dancing, lol. Try not to dance, bro, she can't dance. All of those directed at Kelly. And waiting for you to be able to sing, and then nothing. So people really had no good expectations about this group. But as they continued to post, they posted a lot of dance challenges and some singing challenges, way less. People kind of actually started to shift their thoughts on I Met You. Kelly Kim is so cute. Why they judge her? Her facial expressions are getting better. Keep it this way, dear. That is also seemingly directed at Kelly, as she got a lot of hate for having really exaggerated facial expressions. Please don't come for me, but I think Kelly improved her dancing and face expressions. Kelly improved her dancing? ? Hold on, Kelly's not that bad. Damn, I take back whatever I said about her. I'm proud of Kelly. She's honestly getting better. Commenters also brought up that the PI Corporation likely took a while to debut the group because they were training the girls, so that when they actually debuted, they would stop getting storms of hate about how they could not be idols. On July 28, 2025, I Met You launched Build For You, which was an 8-episode variety show featuring the members, and this aired on TikTok Live and allowed the audience to customize and build their group, getting to choose things like the group's signature color, which is pink, and their fandom name, which is WeU, which I don't know if I'm a fan of, but that is what people picked. Finally Met You is next up on October 17th, 2025. I Met You dropped part 1 of their documentary, Finally Met You, and commenters were pretty largely supportive of the group. Some comments include, I'm not necessarily a fan, but I hope they become successful and people stop hating on them. I don't care what anyone says. I can't wait until this group debuts. I think they'll do good. Hope you guys get the fame you deserve, and finally more and more people are realizing your talent and potential. And finally, on November 3rd, 2025, I Met You put out their first music video for their pre-debut single, Velvet Trigger. Commenters on both Instagram and YouTube actually expressed surprise that they actually enjoyed the song. Some comments include, wait, this is actually good. Hoping their debut will be good as well. I want to see the song at least once on music programs. They clearly made an effort to do that. So fair, they get a spotlight. I didn't expect the song to be good, even though I was hesitant when they auditioned. So cool. Hope they wouldn't be treated like Islet or like how this group was treated before debut. Be strong girls, not a fan, but also not a hater. I had low expectations, but was surprisingly blown away. Song sounds so chill and casual to listen to. My expectations were blown out of the water. They ate. Kelly's improvement is insane. After seeing everyone hating on them, I thought they wouldn't be able to survive the industry. I remember saying to a hater that give them some time to prove themselves. I'm so happy seeing them be praised as a glit. One of the groups that got a ton of hate, but they stayed strong and dropped some pretty decent tracks with refreshing music video. Congrats to the girls, hoping their debut turns out to be a total banger. So, conclusion. I Met You theoretically started with a disadvantage as they were surrounded by controversy, and not only that, but they were surrounded by people who were wanting them to fail. The only thing they had going for them, for better or worse, was that people were following their group, mostly to watch them fail, mostly to watch Kelly fail, to be honest, but people were watching their group. That being said, public opinion seems to be kind of changing in regards to the I Met You girls. People seem to really like Velvet Trigger. They especially like the concept, as it's a little bit more mature and a little bit less young schoolgirl than what's really big right now in the industry with 4th and 5th gen groups, which I'm not hating on like a young girly concept, because I do love me a young girly concept. There just seems to be like a lot of that going on, so it's very refreshing to see something different. It also is pretty refreshing that all of the members are over the age of 20, as Cleo, the youngest member, is 21 at the moment. I think also the biggest thing that's actually working in their favor is that people just really want to root for an underdog. And a widely hated rookie group is kind of perfect to root for, especially when the music is good and the members are improving. So, I don't know, I think overall, if I Met You keeps putting out music that's pretty good, I don't actually think that Time Turner is going to ruin their chances at being a big group. The public opinion has already started to kind of turn in their direction, which is good for them. I'm excited to see what else they put out. How about you? Did you guys listen to Velvet Trigger? What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all later.